Hey there, lovely souls. Welcome to my channel Magnetize Official. I'm diving into this reading because I'm feeling a surge of powerful energy coming from a masculine presence. I can almost see him now, sitting down, pen in hand, crafting what feels like a letter. It's not just any message, it's something deep, deliberate, and full of feeling. In my mind's eye, it's clear he's pouring his heart into every line. And phrases like burn after writing, write and delete, and write and toss it away keep surfacing. There's a tenderness in his effort, but it's like he's struggling to bring his feelings fully to life on the page. Somehow, this letter hasn't reached you yet, divine feminine, though his intention is there on a higher, more loving plane. He's stumbling over words he usually chooses so carefully. This is someone who usually watches, listens, and considers everything before speaking. But now, his words feel clumsy, almost stuck, as he wrestles with his thoughts, hoping they'll finally align and reach you in a way that feels right. He's clearly working on something deeply personal, pouring his heart into each word. Yet somehow, this letter still hasn't made its way to you. Feminine, whoever's here, listening. He's reaching out at a higher, loving level, but I can sense his struggle. The words just aren't coming easily for him right now. He feels clumsy as he tries to express the intensity of what's inside him. And this is someone who's usually so careful with his words, quietly observing, thinking, and even overthinking before he speaks. I just drew another card, so give me a moment to tune in. There's something here about rainbow symbolism that may resonate with someone, but what's really standing out is the energy of the Seven of Swords paired with the Ten of Cups. This combination gives me the sense that this masculine energy might be secretly keeping an eye on you. Maybe he's watching from a distance, or perhaps just can't stop thinking about you, almost obsessively. I'm also feeling a tie to a past relationship between you two. Since then, both of you may have had other connections. On his side, I'm sensing a mix of casual and serious relationships, yet the energy around them feels troubled. Phrases like bad luck in love and rocky relationships keep coming up, almost as if his love life has felt a bit cursed since meeting you. In his heart, he feels you were the best thing that ever happened to him, and he just can't shake the memory. No one else seems to compare. Honestly, some of these masculine energies feel like they've been cursed since meeting you, as if every other connection they try to make keeps unraveling, almost as if they're subconsciously sabotaging it. It's like nothing quite works out, and they're starting to wonder if there's a reason connected to you. The masculine energy in this reading, in particular, feels incredibly hesitant about opening up. The man holding a heart card appeared, but it's in this halfway position, showing a lot of indecision. He's really going back and forth, asking himself, should I even put my heart on the line and reach out to her? He's caught in an inner debate, unsure of what to do next. Also, I noticed the number 444 coming up earlier, and that might resonate with some of you. It's been showing up in other readings as well. I looked into its meaning, and it's associated with resolve. That's fascinating because I'm sensing this masculine is on the brink of breaking through his ego's doubts, almost as if he's building the courage to finally push past this back and forth energy, which feels like an ego versus heart struggle. Oh, and I need to mention something interesting that came through at the beginning. The words failed and hunter. Hunter could be a name, or maybe this masculine has an actual connection to hunting. I'm even seeing a crossbow for someone, which might be significant. Also, the word throat stood out strongly, which tells me there's something weighing on his throat chakra. This hesitation he feels, the question of, do I speak up? or do I stay silent, is really tied to this throat energy. At the start of the reading, I even felt the need to clear my throat, and it feels like that's his spirit, trying to break through this block that's been stopping him from reaching out or sending that letter. Whether he's actually written it out on paper, a bit old-fashioned, I know. There's a definite old-school vibe around this masculine. He feels like an old soul, someone who's experienced lifetimes across different eras. He keeps saying things like, "I just don't fit in with modern dating or society. The way things are today doesn't interest me." What he cherished most about your connection, divine, feminine, was its timelessness, the sense that your bond could outlast the ages. It's that classic, deeply romantic love, where he'd open doors, bring flowers, stay up talking till dawn, or yes, even write heartfelt letters. If you ever wrote this masculine a letter, or gave him something personal, know that he's kept it. I keep hearing words like keepsake and memorabilia. I'm getting the sense he might have a box somewhere, maybe a shoebox tucked away in his closet, where he holds onto little pieces of your time together, especially if you're no longer in each other's lives. I can feel that this stash has even been a source of tension in other relationships he's had since, as he's saying, "I could never bring myself to clear out that part of my closet with all the things that reminded me of you." Just thinking about this gave me chills. Whether literal or symbolic, this masculine is holding on to something from you. I'm even picking up that he may have kept photos of you that you may not know about. There's a secrecy around this. And no matter how many other connections he's had, or may be involved in now, those other feminines have felt that lingering attachment to you. What this masculine really wants you to know is that he feels a growing urge to hit the button, to finally send that message or letter your way. I keep getting the impression he wants to send you something meaningful. A gift or keepsake. Even if he's not usually the sentimental type, you brought out a rare side of him that can't seem to let go. The reason he's not usually sentimental isn't due to a lack of emotional depth. Actually, he's quite spiritually aware and sensitive to energy, even if he doesn't fully recognize it. He's deeply empathic, but he rarely forms those deeper connections with others. It's usually surface level. With you, though, feminine, it was something entirely different. Then we have the happy family card in reverse, signaling that he's always held out hope that somehow, in the end, the two of you would find your way back to each other. The reason he's considering this letter or some grand gesture now might be that something has shifted, perhaps in your energy, or even a noticeable change in your life. Maybe he saw you moving on, caught a glimpse of you with someone new, or saw something on social media that made him realize time may be running out. I'm sensing a tightness in the chest, or that sinking feeling you get before a big exam, anxious and unsure. It feels like his love for you is being put to the test. Will he push through his fears and finally reach out, or will he let pride and hesitation hold him back from expressing what's truly in his heart? The woman holding a heart card appeared in a neutral position alongside the envy card, hinting that there's some uncertainty. There's also something here connected to your 20s. Maybe you're in your 20s now, or perhaps that's when you and this masculine first crossed paths. I keep hearing, unsure if your heart is available. He's not certain how you'd respond if he sent this letter or reached out. And for someone, I'm picking up something specific about whistling, like it's a memory or symbol linked to him. With adjacent possibilities. In reverse, it feels like this masculine is at a crossroads, almost like he's saying, I need to move forward or let go. For someone, I'm also picking up on a dog connection, and the word bay came through. It could mean a place, short for a location, or even be the name Bailey if that resonates. I also heard the word another, which suggests there might be someone else involved, adding complexity to the situation. I'm sensing some earth energy around a possible third-party connection, so some of you feminines could be dating or involved with an earth sign. But I'm definitely feeling a lot of fire sign energy from this masculine. Of course, this won't resonate for everyone, so just take what feels right for you. This masculine feels like he's out of options, and with the Angel of Balance card, I wanted to share a message from the guidebook about being centered and making self-honoring choices. The words self-honoring and strong destiny really stand out. It feels like, no matter how long it's been since you connected, he's always felt the two of you were meant to be together. I'm also picking up something about a checkered or plaid shirt that might be meaningful for someone here. This masculine has never fully let go of your connection. In fact, he might still be holding onto mementos, personal items, letters, photos, or messages. He might even have a special phone or hidden folder with screenshots and memories of you, ones he revisits during quiet or challenging times. To him, you're the one who truly opened his heart, and he's never been able to replicate that with anyone else. With the sacral chakra upright, I'm sensing that you awakened something incredibly vulnerable in him. Feminine. Opening parts of himself he hadn't accessed before. There's also a specific vibe here. I'm picking up on a masculine who might regret choosing to be with someone else or pursuing another relationship instead of you. He may have been with a karmic partner in the past, or even now, and he's feeling that this choice may have driven a wedge between you. For some, this masculine might even be realizing now that he posted pictures with this person or stayed in the relationship as a way to gauge your reaction, almost testing if you'd show signs of still caring. But here's the thing, feminine. For many of you, it feels like you didn't react at all. Maybe you moved on or focused on building your own confidence and personal power, choosing not to get drawn into the drama. If this resonates, that connection he had didn't lead anywhere. I keep hearing, dead end. Whether it fizzled out, they parted ways, or if they're still together, it's barely hanging on. Deep down, he's known this, which makes him even harder on himself now, feeling like he might have broken his own heart by making choices that distanced him from you. With the broken heart card upright, card number 9 by the way, I'm also feeling the energy of 999, a powerful number signifying the close of one chapter and the start of a new one. It signals big changes on the horizon, new beginnings, and maybe even shifts in your life's direction. It's also tied to wisdom and maturity, aligning perfectly with the transformation this masculine seems to be going through. This tells me that during your time apart, this masculine has been through much deeper spiritual growth than you might be seeing in the physical world. Feminine, I feel you're already picking up on these changes on a soul level, sensing the shifts he's going through. I keep hearing dark night of the soul, and it feels like there's something unresolved between you two, whether a karmic contract or a need for closure. There's unfinished business here that keeps coming up. For most of you, this doesn't feel like a karmic tie. It feels like something deeper, like a soulmate or even a twin flame connection. I keep hearing that this person holds a piece of your puzzle. The message I'm receiving for you, feminine, is to stay open to what he has to say if he does come forward. It might happen when you least expect it, and it could leave you feeling a little off balance or surprised. But there's something here that needs to be addressed. This doesn't mean you have to get back together or commit to a long-term relationship. But it does feel like resolving this connection will allow both of you to move forward into the next phase of your life mission, symbolized by the number 999, a sign of endings and new beginnings. Whether this closure happens in connection or separation, it feels important to bring balance to this chapter before stepping into what's next. Even if you both decide to go your separate ways again when this person returns, I hear them saying, "You'll feel me in your heartbeat. You'll sense me lying awake at night, no matter who's beside you or who puts a ring on your finger. I'll always be a part of you, as you are a part of me." This connection runs deep, whether it's an ancient soulmate bond or a twin flame. I'm also picking up some specific messages about what this person has been writing in that unsent letter. Numbers like 2, 22, and 27 are coming through, which could hold meaning for some of you. If they finally gather the courage to reach out and send that letter, what might it say? The first card suggests, "I'm coming to you with an offer. Will you accept my hand? I still feel your energy around me. I never believed in these things before, but I do now." This person might have always seen themselves as logical and grounded in reason, perhaps even science-oriented. There's a specific vibe here, like they've said, "Writing was always more your thing, feminine. I was more of a science or analytical person." This feels like it may resonate for a few people out there, so let me know if this sounds familiar. What else might they express in their letter? Looking to the hidden truth. Oracle. For insight, one message that comes through is, "I want to be more than friends." They may even use the idea of friendship as a way back into your life, aware that you might have moved on. It's like they're acknowledging that while they're in love with you, having you in their life, even just as a friend, is better than losing you completely. It feels like this person is almost prepared to friend zone themselves just to stay connected. But deep down, they're holding on to hope for something more with you. No matter who they date or who you're with, feminine, this person will always be quietly in the background, hoping for their chance with you. They might even say, "I wish I could share my good news with you." I'm sensing a recent milestone, something like a graduation or a big career step. It's clear they've accomplished something meaningful and want to share it with you. This masculine is facing big life changes and really wishes you were there, even just as a friend, to talk things through. They see you as wise and truly miss the way you help them make sense of their thoughts and feelings. Despite searching, they haven't found anyone who brings that same level of connection. One card just flew out. "I kept up a facade to the world, but you always saw past that, into my soul." This just highlights how, even though they're surrounded by others, they often feel a disconnect, a sense of not being truly seen. You were the one who saw them clearly, and that's why they can't forget you. That's why they're still in love with you and holding out hope for a chance to reconnect, even though you're apart right now. I'm about to start shuffling the traditional tarot deck to dive deeper into this reading. At the beginning of this session, I found myself a bit tongue-tied, which feels like a reflection of someone romantically connected to you who's struggling to find the right words. Your guides might be trying to let you know that the feelings you're picking up from this person are genuine, so trust your intuition about them. It seems they're having a hard time expressing their thoughts, possibly due to insecurities or challenges in presenting themselves authentically. I'm also getting some specific messages. I'm picking up on the initials M, A, R, and G. And I hear the name Margaret or something similar. This could be significant for someone listening. Additionally, I keep envisioning a pearl necklace or bracelet, and I hear from someone's guides, "It's safe to let go." This message is giving me chills. It feels powerful and important. We're going to explore this message further, but if it resonates, You might already have a sense of how it fits into your life. For some, this could relate to a love connection where you've been thinking about letting go, but aren't sure if that would be selfish. You might feel tied to a situation out of obligation. The energy here is intense. You've been released from that obligation or contract, and it's safe to move on if that's what your heart truly desires. If you've been feeling misunderstood, disrespected, or trapped in a relationship, friendship, or even a job, know that, on a spiritual level, you're free from that obligation. It's perfectly okay to seek out spaces and connections that resonate with your soul, places where you feel safe, seen, respected, and understood. I'm picking up on a general message. You might have recently found yourself in conversations or environments where it felt impossible to express your truth or where you didn't feel truly understood. This sense of being stifled or unseen is really important to acknowledge. It's almost as if there's a voice inside you that wants to scream. Perhaps you've had moments in conversations where you realized the other person just couldn't connect with you on a deeper level. I feel quite emotional saying this because it seems someone really needs to hear it right now. First, understand that any frustration, anger, or sadness you felt during those interactions doesn't mean there's something wrong with you. It's simply that you were trying to communicate with someone who was on a very different vibrational wavelength. When you and someone else are operating on different frequencies, no amount of words can bridge that gap. Even if you're physically close, you won't feel truly seen or heard because the vibrations just don't align. It's like trying to shout through a glass wall. You can see the other person, but you feel completely unheard and misunderstood. It's tough to put into words, but I sense that someone might even be blaming themselves for feeling frustrated or for experiencing deep emotions, like grief or sadness. I'm picking up a strong message that it's completely okay to feel whatever emotions are coming up for you and to allow them to flow through. Remember, they will eventually pass. If you've been experiencing this lately, it's not because something's wrong with you. It's simply that you are trying to connect with someone who isn't on your frequency. This can leave your soul feeling frustrated or upset for not being truly heard or understood. As we all rise to higher vibrations, you'll notice that the people who are truly meant for you will simply get you without the need for long explanations. You won't have to justify yourself or convince them of your worth. The connection will be so natural and deep that your souls will communicate effortlessly, even without words. You'll know someone is right for your soul when you can let your guard down and just be yourself without feeling the need to explain or defend. If you've found that the more you speak, the less they seem to understand, it's likely due to those vibrational differences we've been talking about. Much of our communication happens energetically and telepathically, not just through words. When someone is on a different wavelength, they might miss the deeper meaning behind what you're saying, no matter how clearly you express it. If this resonates with you, your guides are encouraging you to let go of the need for that person to understand or validate you. It's time to release the expectation for them to truly get you. You may still feel drawn to their presence or certain environments, but it's time to move past needing them to see or understand you fully. You're going to find success in your own unique way, and you're going to shine regardless. I'm sensing a strong connection with the number 21, which may hold special significance for someone. The appearance of the Hierophant, reversed, suggests that you're breaking away from conventional norms and embracing your own unique path. The World card reinforces this by indicating that you're on the brink of achieving your dreams and goals in a way that truly reflects who you are. You'll reach those desires, but you'll do it in your own non-traditional style. Your guides are encouraging you to keep an open mind about how these dreams and goals will manifest. If you've been fixated on achieving something in a specific way, they want you to know that while you will definitely bring your desires to life, the journey may take unexpected twists and turns. For instance, if you've been aiming for a certain level of financial abundance through a particular job or method, your guides assure you that this abundance is coming your way. However, it might arrive through an unexpected route that doesn't align with your original plan. On another note, there's a gentle reminder for some of you. It might be time to reassess your goals and desires. Dig a little deeper and check in with how your feelings and soul align with these aspirations. Sometimes what you thought you wanted before a period of growth or change might not resonate with your true desires anymore. I understand this may not resonate with everyone, but if you've been feeling a bit uneasy or uncertain about your desires, it could be a sign to reassess them. If a goal or dream doesn't ignite pure excitement and passion, but instead leaves you feeling hesitant, it might indicate that it's no longer aligned with your true self. What once felt right may not fully connect with who you are now, so it's definitely worth exploring whether these aspirations still resonate with your soul. Now, let's dive into the Three of Wands. This card represents moving forward with confidence and seeing the fruits of your hard work. It's connected to the third eye chakra, highlighting your intuitive guidance. Almost like following your instincts has become second nature. For you, making decisions based on pure intuition has replaced relying solely on conscious thought. Your higher self and guides are steering you down this path because it's the fastest way to manifest your desires. You may find yourself resisting decisions that don't feel right emotionally or intuitively, even if others question your choices. Trust that this intuitive guidance is leading you to bring your dreams to life. I'm also sensing the presence of the Death card, which signifies ego death and profound spiritual transformation. It feels like you've gone through various phases of shedding old layers and awakening in this lifetime. This ongoing journey has helped you embody the nurturing energy of the Queen of Cups. As the Queen of Cups, you're making choices rooted in deep intuition and emotion. This card beautifully affirms everything we've discussed. Your nurturing spirit is truly remarkable, and the successes you're achieving are not just personal victories, they're also set to inspire and uplift those around you. Your courage in pursuing your dreams is lighting the way for others to follow. When you prioritize your own needs, follow your heart, and break free from limiting beliefs, you not only uplift yourself, but also create a positive ripple effect on those around you, contributing to the greater good. I'm sensing a strong message that focusing on your well-being isn't selfish at all. In fact, when you make choices that align with your highest good, everyone around you benefits. By embracing self-love, you become a beacon of unconditional love that radiates out and touches others. People see you as warm, caring, and nurturing. Even when you're not around, others speak highly of you and stand up for you. Your positive reputation precedes you, and the impact you leave on those you encounter lingers long after you've left the room. You make a lasting impression both when you enter a space and when you depart. In this reading, I'll be tuning into messages from a masculine energy. Just a reminder. These labels of masculine and feminine refer to energy dynamics rather than specific genders. There's a particular masculine here who is feeling deeply afraid, almost overwhelmed, by the thought of losing someone important to him. I'm feeling a strong urge to tear up because the message I keep receiving is, "I don't want you to be a stranger." It's like he's repeating this over and over in his mind. It doesn't matter where you stand in terms of communication, whether you're in regular contact or haven't spoken in months or even years. This masculine feels a profound connection and is genuinely terrified of letting you slip away. Before we dive deeper into this energy, let's start by drawing some cards to uncover some initial messages. The intensity of this masculine's feelings is truly palpable. There's a strong sense of longing and missing you, even if you're currently in touch. It's almost as if he's bracing for a loss, feeling like you're slipping away, or that something significant is about to change. The energy is heavy and emotional, and it's clear that this fear of losing you is deeply impacting him. In some cases, this fear may come from the fact that if you're in touch, it might be a relatively new connection. There could still be a lot of uncertainties, and you may not have established a steady rhythm of communication yet. This newness might be causing some anxiety for him, leading to the feeling of, "I can't lose you." I'm hearing, "I only just found you. I can't lose you again." It feels like there's a significant past life connection between you and this masculine. I'll explore the cards later for more details on the nature of this soul connection, but it's evident that you two have shared at least one past life together. In that past life, it seems that you may have passed away before he did, which could be fueling his intense fear of losing you once more. With the appreciation card showing up upright, it suggests that this message is meant for someone who has experienced a deeply emotional situation in a past life. This masculine seems to have gone through a profound loss when he felt like he'd lost you forever, and it was truly devastating for him. It's quite sentimental, but I'm picking up that one of his final thoughts when transitioning to the spirit world was, "I have to remember her. I have to find her in the next life." This powerful sentiment is the reason your souls made a pact to reconnect in this lifetime. It explains why you may have felt an instant recognition upon meeting, accompanied by a lingering sense of fear and sadness. This emotional undercurrent is tied to your shared history, one marked by periods of separation and the deep, unconscious memory of the pain that came with it. It seems this masculine is grappling with something profoundly spiritual and energetic that he can't quite grasp on a conscious level. All he feels is this overwhelming fear of losing you, feminine. There's an intense sense of, "I can't let you slip away," yet he's confused by how something so new can feel so powerful and swift. It's like both of your souls are saying, "Don't be a stranger," while, on a human level, you're still relatively unknown to each other. This disconnect between the depth of your connection and your actual experiences is creating confusion and making him feel a bit off balance. This confusion is amplifying his anxiety. It's like being with someone who feels like a lifelong best friend, yet the relationship is still quite new. The fear stems from not having a long history or established patterns to rely on. From a human perspective, there's no solid evidence that this person will stay in your life long term, even though, on a soul level, you both deeply desire that connection. The question that arises is, how can I know someone so intimately yet feel like I barely know them at all? With the contract card appearing, I'm drawn to its message. It represents a contract waiting to be signed, symbolizing a committed connection. This feels significant because, on a soul level, the bond between you feels deeply committed, as if you're in this together. However, from a human perspective, it might seem like just a brief or superficial encounter to those observing from the outside. This contrast is creating a lot of confusion. There's a profound emotional, mental, and spiritual connection between you, yet it may seem superficial by earthly standards. With the healer of the ages reversed, it's clear that this masculine is feeling disoriented and turned upside down. It's not that the connection is negatively impacting his life. Rather, the brief time spent with you has left such a strong mark that he knows he won't easily forget it. There's a lot of anxiety in the air about what to do next, and the circumstances surrounding you are adding to his stress. If you're a feminine tuning in, you might be sensing his unease. Things may be moving quickly, whether through texting, calling, or seeing each other. It feels like there's an insatiable desire to stay connected all the time. This urgency comes from the need to bridge the gap between the deep connection you feel and the more superficial nature of your physical interactions. Both of you might feel a strong urge to accelerate the relationship, which can be both exhilarating and daunting. This fast-paced connection is leading to overthinking and second-guessing, especially with the strategy and temple path cards reversed. There's a sense of uncertainty about where things are headed or how they'll unfold. It's almost like someone is saying, "Let's just figure it out as we go." Along with this excitement, there's a deep fear of losing each other that matches the intensity of the love and connection you both share. It's as if this masculine is expressing, "You just feel like the one for me." With the broken heart card appearing upright, there's a sense of preparing for heartbreak or bracing for impact. It's like anticipating a fall while you're already in the midst of it. The circumstances between you may seem challenging or even impossible, and it feels as though you're holding on tightly, readying yourself for the moment you hit the ground, all while still in free fall. It's a complex mix of fear and longing, where you don't really want the free fall to end, even though the uncertainty is overwhelming. Why is someone so anxious about the possibility of getting their heart broken? With the second chakra reversed, it seems this person may have opened up more than they intended or developed a deeper connection than they expected. There's a feeling of, "I wasn't looking for something serious, and I didn't plan on feeling this way." Perhaps both of you initially sought a casual connection, but something much deeper and more intense has blossomed. Now, they're grappling with the weight of their feelings, even feeling a bit regretful about sharing too much or experiencing too much. It's as if they've been caught off guard by the depth of your connection and are struggling to manage their emotions. What else might be influencing this situation? I'm sensing themes of Europe, golden, and poor. There could be financial or social differences between you, or perhaps it's more metaphorical. This person might see you as a golden prize, something incredibly precious, yet feel like they can't offer enough to make this connection work for you. Despite this, they genuinely want you to remain in their life. There's a lot happening beneath the surface here. While you both share a vibrant and playful connection in the physical realm, filled with spontaneous and fun moments, there's also a deeper, more intense bond between your souls that isn't fully articulated. On a soul level, there's a profound commitment to one another, yet on the surface, things may feel more light-hearted and flirtatious. This contrast creates a gap between the depth of your connection and how you interact in everyday life. This unspoken depth can create some anxiety, especially during those quiet moments. When conversations pause, it can feel louder than it really is, leaving you both to wonder if your feelings are truly mutual. Beneath the playful banter, there's a lingering concern about whether the strong connection you sense is fully shared. The message, "You know me already," surfaced from the shoebox messages, capturing that surreal sense of familiarity between you. It's as if you both find yourselves thinking, "How do we know each other so well? Have we met before?" This feeling might be particularly pronounced if your connection has mostly been long distance or through written communication, with some physical separation. Despite this distance, there's a meaningful exchange happening regularly. Drawing from the twin flames and separation deck, it's clear that even if you're trying to move on, thoughts of each other keep bubbling to the surface. The connection feels intense and fast-moving, with both of you recognizing various challenges like physical distance, perceived incompatibility, or just general uncertainty. No matter how hard you try to let go, there's an undeniable magnetic pull drawing you back together. While your connection may still feel new and somewhat superficial in everyday terms, it carries a profound and inexplicable depth that keeps bringing you closer. Now, let's explore the energy we're tapping into. The root chakra and blossoming abundance cards are both upright, and the number 35 might hold special significance for someone listening. Keep in mind, these numbers and names often resonate deeply with just a few individuals. As I turned over these cards, a strong message came through. I feel you slipping through my fingers, and I want to offer you something stable and real. There's an undeniable sense of urgency, almost desperation, emanating from this masculine energy. Let's dive deeper. The name Bill or something related to Bills surfaced, along with the word alive. It seems this masculine feels that the connection with you is vibrant and full of life right now, even if it felt dormant before. Whether this is a soulmate or twin flame bond, the depth of this connection is clear. I'll pull more cards for additional insights on that shortly. It feels like you and this person share such a profound soul connection that you were aware of each other even before meeting. I'm getting a strong visual of someone with straight blonde hair. This might resonate with some of you. I'm also sensing brown eyes and hearing a feminine voice saying, "Since I was a little girl, I had these dreams about you." It seems like there's someone here who has spent years dreaming or daydreaming about a love like this. It's as if they had a vision of this perfect love, and now that it's finally here, it feels almost too good to be true. The intensity of this connection might lead them to question its reality or even to push it away. It's a powerful and surreal experience, leaving me with chills. This reading may not resonate with everyone, but for someone here, a powerful message is coming through. You were everything I ever wanted, but I didn't believe I deserved you or that I could keep you. I was always waiting for the other shoe to drop. This sentiment could be felt by either a masculine or a feminine energy, and may not apply to everyone. I'm also sensing that someone may have struggled with feelings of unworthiness, possibly stemming from their relationship with a father figure. There could be a father wound where emotional validation was lacking. When this person's partner arrived, offering space, security, and the validation they craved, it was such a stark contrast to their past experiences that it became difficult for them to fully embrace this love. They may have even pushed it away. It seems there was a push and pull dynamic in this connection, potentially lasting for a long time, perhaps even years. For some of you, the strong feeling is, you were everything I ever wanted, but I didn't believe I deserved you or could keep you. I was always waiting for the other shoe to drop. This could resonate with either a masculine or a feminine energy, highlighting the struggle with feelings of worthiness and the challenges that arose when faced with genuine support and validation in a relationship. With the second chakra reversed, it's evident that fear of vulnerability lingered, even though there was a sense of safety with each other. Some feminines are expressing that while the love they received felt comforting and validating, there was also a nagging fear that it was too good to be true, leading to moments of hesitation and anxiety. The man holding a heart card suggests that a masculine, whether in the present or from the past, was genuinely open-hearted and eager to share love. This connection I'm tapping into is unique and may resonate with just a few of you. Now, let's explore what's happening in this connection. The seventh chakra is reversed, indicating that while there's a profound soul connection, things aren't fully aligning. I'm picking up the message. We were meant to meet, but we betrayed our own destiny. It feels like these two souls share a strong bond and were destined to cross paths in this lifetime. One of them is grappling with feelings of having messed up, thinking their journey took an unexpected detour. There's a palpable sense of regret, accompanied by a plea. This isn't how it was supposed to unfold. We had a different path in mind, remember? We promised each other something different. This message feels quite intense and could be coming from either a masculine or feminine energy. There's an underlying sentiment of, I should have trusted you. You always had my best interests at heart. I struggled with my true feelings and kept you at a distance, only as a friend. This seems to reflect a feminine energy who might have faced trust issues or battled with self-worth, making it challenging to fully embrace such a deep love. Loosen your grip. This is all about letting go of control, facing fears, and being open to divine guidance. It seems like this feminine has held onto control for a sense of security, yet this love feels too intense to manage. It's almost as if she's saying, no matter how hard I try, I can't control how I feel about you. Portal. Doors are opening, and the choice is yours, with rewards waiting ahead. This energy feels very specific, almost like it's intended for just a select few. I sense that this feminine, who has struggled with trust issues and felt unworthy of this deep connection, is now standing at a crossroads. A crucial decision is on the horizon. I hear a masculine voice saying, "You might think it's too late, but it's not. It's never too late for us." He refers to you as his truest love and deepest soul connection. For some, he's even saying, "You're my girl," which may carry special significance for you. His message is crystal clear. It's never too late. Fear. This card points to the struggle of fully embracing love due to lingering fears. I'm sensing this masculine's higher self urging you to confront those fears. He wants you to make decisions from the heart, to follow where your feelings lead, and to let go of your anxieties. He believes that with determination, you can achieve anything you set your sights on. I'm also picking up a protective message from this masculine. Don't make any decisions out of fear. He's coming through with an energy that wants to ensure you, dear feminine, don't end up making choices driven by fear. It seems like you're at a crossroads right now, torn between your head and your heart. There's an internal tug of war going on. One part of you is analysing your feelings, while the other just wants to follow your heart and let go of those fears. On the other side, there's a masculine energy reflecting on past choices and grappling with feelings of regret. I'm hearing him say, "Time has given me clarity about us. I see now that I made mistakes. I'm reaching out with an offer. Will you accept my hand and say yes?" This message feels reminiscent of something from a previous reading, hinting that this theme is significant. It seems this masculine believes that both of you were perhaps too young or immature to fully understand or act on your deep connection in the past. There may have been misunderstandings or fears on both sides, or maybe you just weren't ready yet. He's had a moment of quiet but profound clarity about how important you are. I'm also picturing a bustling city, which could resonate with someone's experience or location. He recognizes that past decisions have created distance between you, and now he's reflecting on those choices, wanting to make amends. There's a strong desire to give your story another chance and reconnect, despite the bumps in the road. With the 7th chakra reversed, it feels like you may be soulmates with a deep bond, but past choices driven by logic rather than love have led to this disconnect. This masculine is encouraging you, feminine, to let go of the need for everything to make perfect sense and to take a leap of faith with him. It's time to make a decision from your heart and release some of those fears. If this video resonated with you and you crave more, interact with the content, like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, Magnetize Official. Share these words with anyone who might find comfort and inspiration.